The blessed personalities, the blessed personalities, the blessed personalities, the blessed personalities.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله. My dear viewers of Madani Channel, welcome back to our program Blessed Personalities, in which we discuss the shan, the maqam, the status, the rank of the blessed companions and the Ahlul Bayt, the prophetic family of the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. Inshallah, in today's topic, we'll be talking about a blessed companion of the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam, subhanallah, and the name famously known as Hazrat Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anh. Before we do, inshallah, let's hear a virtue of reciting Durood upon the best of creation alayhi salatu wassalam. The great companion of the beloved Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam has stated that inna du'a mawqufun bayna as-sama'i wal ardi la yas'adu minhu shay'un hatta tusalli ala nabiyyika sallallahu alayhi wasallam. That indeed du'a remains suspended between the earth and the skies, and nothing of it goes upwards, i.e. supplication is not acknowledged until you recite Durood upon your beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So therefore, my dear viewers of Madani Channel, make an intention that whenever we can, we should recite Durood, salutations upon the beloved alayhi salatu wasalam, as this is a beloved act to the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam and to Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa baraka wa sallam. My dear viewers of Madani Channel, Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, also known as the first Islamic emperor. Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu and his father Sayyiduna Abu Sufyan radiyallahu ta'ala anhu were both blessed companions, and Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu shares a common ancestry with the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this ancestry that they share, this is in the 5th generation. He radiyallahu ta'ala anhu embraced Islam after the Treaty of Hudaybiyah in 6th Hijri. But he radiyallahu ta'ala anhu did not disclose that he became a Muslim, and it was on the red letter day of the conquest of Makkah when he radiyallahu ta'ala anhu came to the court of the beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam along with his blessed father Sayyidina Abu Sufyan radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, and proclaim his faith in Islam. Upon this, the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam welcomed him, saying, Marhaba, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. And is mentioned in Tarikhul Islam Liz-Zahabi that Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu was a very tall and a very awe-inspiring face with a fair complexion. His beard was dyed yellow. It would be seen as gold when looked at from far distance. And the virtues and qualities, subhanAllah, what can be said? Great achievements and virtues and qualities of Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu have been recorded in the books of hadith, biographies and history. Now, besides being the scribe of the divine revelation, he radiyallahu ta'ala anhu also had the privilege of writing letters of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. And is mentioned in Tarikh Kabir that the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam prayed for Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu many times. Sometimes he sallallahu alayhi wasallam prayed in this way, that, O Allah Azza wa Jalla, bless Muawiyah with knowledge and forbearance. Subhanallah. And is mentioned in Sunnah Tirmizi, volume 5, that the Prophet ﷺ sometimes prayed for Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu to become a source of guidance in these words, that, O Allah, make Muawiyah the one who guides, who remains steadfast in guidance, and make him a source of guidance for the people. Subhanallah. What a dua which the Prophet ﷺ blessed Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu with. And sometimes, my dear viewers on Madani Channel, Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu was showered with blessings by the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam in this way, that, "O Allah, grant Muawiyah the knowledge of mathematics and keep punishment away from him." This is mentioned in Musnad Ahmad. Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. And it's mentioned in Musnad Bazzar, volume 8, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sometimes admired him in special gathering in this way, that call Muawiyah, call Amir Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, and raise this matter in front of him. Why? Because he is strong and trustworthy. Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. The Prophet ﷺ, my dear viewers on Madani Channel, one is me praising Amir Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. One is the views on Madani Channel, you praising Amir Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. But the Prophet ﷺ praising Amir Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, subhanallah, how great such a personality is. Subhanallah. And similarly, my dear viewers on Madani Channel, when making wudu during a journey, the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu like this: Muawiyah, if you are made the leader, then fear Allah and hold firmly to justice. Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu had many traits which include sincerity, loyalty, kindness, knowledge, fulfillment of promises, expertise in fiqh ijtihad, good manners, generosity, skill in delivering sermons, speeches, hospitality, patience, tolerance, aiding the poor, service to humanity, obedience to Allah, following the Sunnah, and piety. These are just few of the traits mentioned of Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Other than the Sahaba and the Ahlul Bayt and our Aslaf, it is very hard to find even 2 to 3 of these traits in a person these days. But Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu possessed over 10 to 12 to 13, over 15 traits that have been mentioned in history books. Subhanallah. My dear viewers of Madani Channel, there was once a man who talked to Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu in a harsh way, but he remained silent. Noticing it, someone said to Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, "If you want, you can punish him severely." He radiyallahu ta'ala anhu replied, "If anyone from my dominion makes a mistake, then I feel shy of losing my tolerance." Allahu Akbar. This was the tolerance of Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. What me and you can learn from this? Anyone says something to us, we shouldn't retaliate. We can forgive and forget and move on. Be tolerant, subhanallah. Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu once received some shawls and blankets which were distributed amongst the people of Syria. And an elderly man did not like the shawl given to him. He even swore an oath that he would hit Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And when Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala heard this, he said to the elderly man, "Oh brother, hit me and fulfill your oath, but hit me gently because I am also an elderly man like you." Allahu Akbar. My dear viewers of Madani Channel, what can be said in regards to Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu? Subhanallah, their love for Ahlul Bayt, their love for the family of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. It is mentioned that after the battle of Siffin, Sayyidina Ali al-Murtaza radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said about Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, "Do not dislike the government headed by Muawiyah. If he leaves you, you will see heads separating from bodies as andara'an, a fruit." It means you will not be able to face your enemy. Allahu Akbar. Upon hearing the martyrdom of Sayyidina Ali al-Murtaza radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said to Sayyiduna Darrar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, describe the attributes of Sayyidina Ali al-Murtaza karramallahu ta'ala wajhahu al-kareem. When Sayyiduna Darrar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu described the blessed attributes of Mawla Ali Mushkil Kusha Sher Quda radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Tears flowed from the eyes of Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, wetting his beard. And those who were present also were moved by this. This is mentioned in Hilyatul Awliya. Allahu Akbar. It's mentioned in Kashf al-Mahjub that despite presenting gifts to Sayyidina Imam Hussein radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu would ask for pardon and say, at present, I am not doing you valuable service. I will present more gifts to you in the future. Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah. My dear viewers of Madani Channel, what can be said regarding Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu? The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, my dear viewers of Madani Channel, make incumbent upon yourself love from Ahle Bayt. Whoever meets Allah in the state that he loves us will enter paradise because of our intercession. Now from the time of the Prophet ﷺ until the present day, the Ummah has held immense love for his family. Amongst those devotees is the name of Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He was a scribe of revelation, a figure of guidance, a man of knowledge, forbearance, and a companion to the Prophet ﷺ. On one occasion, my dear viewers of Madani Channel, the Prophet ﷺ asked Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and this is mentioned in Tarikh Ibn Asakir, that the Prophet ﷺ asked Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, O Muawiyah, do you love Ali? Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu replied, I swear by the one who alone is worthy of worship, I have great love for Ali radiallahu ta'ala. Subhanallah. Did you see, my dear viewers in Madani Channel, the love between Sayyidina Ali and Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu? Now here are some examples, my dear viewers on Madani Channel, of when Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu displayed his love for Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu. It's mentioned he spoke of good qualities of Sayyidina Ali and would order people to do the same. He would request those present in his gatherings to recite poetry in praise of Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu and would reward them in return. One Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu was mentioned in the presence of Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and the letter said, I swear by Allah, when Ali spoke, his voice was powerful like a lion's roar. He would appear like a shining moon, and he would give open-handedly like the fall of rain. Some participants in the gathering then asked him, are you superior or is Sayyiduna Ali? So what was he asked, my dear viewers of Madani Channel? A very important point here. He was asked, are you superior or is Sayyiduna Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu? Allahu Akbar. He replied, even the foot of Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu is better than the family of Abu Sufyan. Allahu Akbar. My dear viewers on Madani Channel, look at this, subhanallah. As mentioned, when dealing with a complicated matter, he would seek advice from Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu. When he received news that Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu was martyred, he became sorrowful and started crying and said, great grace, fiqh and knowledge had been lost. Allahu Akbar. Now, my dear viewers on Madani Channel, despite governing the Islamic State for years and fulfilling the duties completely, Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu was not heedless in remembering Allah and hereafter. In his strive to better himself, he would seek advice from the family of the Prophet ﷺ. On one occasion, he sent a letter to Sayyidatuna Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, asking her to list things that would benefit him. Allahu Akbar. Despite being a governor at that time, he would still want to better himself. Allahu Akbar, subhanallah. And my dear viewers of Madani Channel, their love for Ahlul Bayt didn't stop there. Their love for the children, Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein. Whenever Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu would meet Imam Hassan and O Imam Hussein radiallahu anhuma, he would say, Marhaban wa ahlan bi ibni Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Meaning, welcome, O son of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Greeting them in this manner, he would present gifts to them. Subhanallah. It's mentioned, whenever Imam Hassan visited them, he would seat Imam Hassan in his place and stand before him with his hands folded. Someone asked him why he did this, to which he replied, Imam Hassan resembled the Prophet ﷺ, so he was showing respect to the resemblance. Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. It's mentioned that Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu would mention good qualities of Imam Hussein radiallahu ta'ala anhu in his gatherings of knowledge. Once a person of Quraysh said, when you go to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam masjid, you will see a gathering in which people will be listening attentively. They will be sat respectfully as if a bird sitting on their heads. Know that this is the gathering of Sayyiduna Abu Abdullah Imam Hussein radiallahu ta'ala anhu. There will be no joking or anything of the sort in this gathering. Subhanallah. Despite giving expensive gifts to Sayyidina Imam Hussein radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he would apologize and say, I was unable to serve you properly. Next time I will present you with more gifts. Humility and the love of Ahlul Bayt. Subhanallah. And now towards the final stages of their life, my dear viewers of Madani Channel, Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu called Yazid and made some requests to him. One was to be kind and favorable towards the grandson of the Prophet alayhi salatu salam, Imam Hussein radiallahu ta'ala anhu, for he was well accepted amongst the people. Furthermore, Yazid was told that it would be better for him to maintain ties with Imam Hussein and be gentle towards him. Allahu Akbar. So later, whatever the individual, this action, whatever he did, how can we say anything about Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala? Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, my dear viewers on Madani Channel, had immense love for the family of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. Moving on, their blessed demise, Sayyidina Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, is mentioned according to one narration. Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu passed away on the 22nd Rajab, 60 AH, in Damascus, the famous city of Syria. And Sayyiduna Dahaq bin Qais radiallahu ta'ala anhu led his funeral prayer. And he was buried in Babul Saghir cemetery in Damascus. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. My dear viewers of Madani Channel, you've seen the love of Sayyidina Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu for the family of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. Whenever they would get the opportunity, they would serve the beloved family of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. Show their respect, stand up in respect for them. Allahu Akbar. My dear viewers of Madani Channel. Moving on, it says that whenever Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu entered Makkah al-Mukarramah, he asked Sayyidina Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhuma, which is the place where the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam performed salah in the Kaaba. He radiallahu ta'ala anhu humbly said, keep a distance of 2 to 3 arms length from the wall and perform salah. Allahu Akbar. So they performed salah in the Kaaba. Moving on, we mentioned when Sayyidina Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu arrived in Medina Sharif, he radiallahu ta'ala anhu sent a man to the court of Sayyidatuna Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha with a request. And the request was, you have the blessed hairs and the blessed shawl of holy Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. I want to behold them. So Sayyidatuna Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha sent both of these sacred relics to him. For attaining blessings, Sayyidina Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu wore the shawl over his body, poured water onto the blessed hairs of the bowl, then he radiallahu ta'ala anhu drank the water and rubbed the leftover water on his body. Subhanallah. And regarding the demise as well, is mentioned Sayyidina Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu had the following relics of the Prophet alayhi salatu salam, that blessed tahban, blessed shawl, blessed qamis, blessed hair, and sacred pieces of the blessed nails of the Prophet alayhi salatu salam. Subhanallah. And Sayyidina Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu continued to render services to the family members of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam and to the blessed companions. Now at the time of demise, he radiallahu ta'ala anhu made a will, wasiyat. Wrap me in the shroud using the blessed tahban, shawl and qamis of the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Place his blessed hairs and blessed pieces of his nails on my nose and mouth, and then bury me to be blessed with the mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal. This we mentioned Tariq Ibn Asakir. Subhanallah. What a blessed burial, my dear viewers of Madani Channel. The blessed hair, the blessed tahban, the blessed shawl and the qamis as a shroud. Allahu Akbar. And the blessed hair and the blessed nails to be placed on the nose and the mouth of Sayyidina Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu. What a blessed, subhanallah, burial that is. Allahu Akbar. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. It's mentioned that Sayyiduna Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu was a scribe of divine revelation and a great companion of the beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They departed in this life is mentioned in different narrations, 4th or 15th or 22nd Rajab 60 AH at the age of 78. My dear viewers on Madani Channel, one last thing I'd like to mention before coming to the end of our program, regarding those who criticize Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala an. Shamsul A'imma Imam Sarkhasi rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh, who passed away in 483 AH, has quoted the following parable in Al-Mabsut. Qazi Imam Jalil Muhammad bin Fadl Al-Kamari rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh, he used to speak ill of Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala an and find faults with him. Once he had a dream in which he saw that long hair was coming out of his mouth, hanging down to his feet. And he also saw that he was trampling over his hair with his tongue bleeding, causing him severe pain and trouble. Having woken up, he asked an interpreter of dreams about it. So that person replied, "You speak ill of any blessed companion and criticize him, refrain from doing so." This is mentioned Al-Mabsut. So my dear viewers of Madani Channel, remember, companions radiyallahu anhum wa radu an. The blessed companions are those individuals who Allah is pleased with and they are pleased with Allah. Companions are such individuals who are destined paradise. This is why our Shaykh Amir as-Sunnah Barakatuhum al-Aliyah has given us the slogans of Har Sahabi and Nabi, Jannati Jannati. So my dear viewers of Madani Channel, stay away from those individuals who criticize the companions, who speak ill, astaghfirullah, about the companions, but rather attach yourself to those individuals, attach yourself to those blessed company or those organizations that keep you linked or keep praising the Prophet ﷺ and the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, and attach yourself to those environments. So my dear brothers in Islam, may Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala enable us to act upon what has been said and to truly love and revere Sayyidina Ameer Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and may Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala forgive us for their sake. Ameen bijahin nabiyil ameen sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Sallu ala al-habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
The blessed personalities, the blessed personalities, the blessed personalities, the blessed personalities.